The 5 a.m. Club by Sharma. Chapter 2. Elite performers get up at 5 a.m. Like most of us, our artist and entrepreneur weren't used to getting up that early in the morning, and they listened blearily as their new mentor told them that getting up at 5 a.m. had taught him to break free of the mediocrity that so easily ensnares people. He also informed them that rising at this hour had enabled a number of successful people to revolutionize their productivity and rise to the top of their game, including such notable greats as Mozart and John Grisham. Here's why it works. We all have a limited amount of mental energy for each day. Think of it as your cognitive bandwidth. That limited bandwidth gets occupied by a variety of conflicting sources throughout the day. From the moment you wake up, everything from your job and your relationships to the news and social media are demanding your attention. These constant demands leave us feeling pressured to multitask, ping-ponging our attention back and forth from one thing to another, so that our ability to focus on one consistent thing is severely weakened. But by lunchtime, we've already been inundated with so many demands that our ability to focus on anything is almost depleted. But starting your day at 5 a.m. effectively hotwires your brain so you can maximize your focus. That's all thanks to the concept of transient hypofrontality. Put simply, this means that when you wake up at 5 a.m., your brain's prefrontal cortex, which processes rational thought, is temporarily impaired. So if, like me, you typically start your day being plagued by worries, doubts, and fears, one advantage of getting up at 5 a.m. is the ability to temporarily silence them. And as an added bonus, during this time of day, your brain is pre-programmed to stimulate the production of dopamine and serotonin, both of which will make you happier and give you a more peaceful start to the day. So, when you minimize unproductive thoughts and negative self-talk and replace them with energy, peace, and productivity, it stands to reason that you'll enter a natural state of flow in which you're happier and more focused. And if you start your day with that kind of boost, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. But if that's not enough to convince you to forego a few hours of sleep, you might also want to consider this. If you want to be at the top of your game and class yourself amongst the top 5% of the world's elite performers, you have to be willing to make commitments that the other 95% of the world aren't willing to make. And most people definitely aren't willing to get up at 5 a.m. So, if you want a huge competitive advantage, this is a great way to get ahead.